accessibly, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Frank, when you think Fairway, you think fresh. Is that the winning culture you've tried to create?
Penelope Pineapple, what an unbelievable produce performance. How does your team stay so fresh?
Sunkissed Orange. Is it true Fairway has offered the freshest produce in town since 1938?
What can we say? Our produce is so fresh, we're speechless.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts, providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, this is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams. It's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Hello everyone, happy afternoon and welcome to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. It's Class 4A quarterfinal action here this afternoon at our 1:30 time slot. It's the 4th-seeded Ballard Bombers hosting the 5th-seeded, or taking on the 5th-seeded Decorah Vikings. Blake Walker along with my partner Tyler French. What should be a phenomenal basketball game, a 4-5 matchup. Always love it when these two teams can match up in a 4-5 spot. Decorah hasn't been here since 2007. Ballard's been here for 4 straight years. This really sets up to be a unbelievable matchup.
Yeah, Ballard with all the experience coming in, that's going to be an extra tick on their side with it. But Decorah, one of the best backcourts in the state, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But this is a very interesting team because you've got one side, Leah Johnson, who's kind of that combo forward type player that leads the way. No true number 2 scorer for them, but very strong defensively and a balanced squad. On the other side, very top heavy at the beginning of that lineup in that backcourt.
Take a look at their road to state. The Decorah Vikings defeated Mason City, a 21-2 record on the season, to win their Region 5 championship. They average 63.5 points per game. That's best in 4A. And they shoot 37% from the three-point line. That's best in 4A. Yasmin Whitsitt, 19.7 points per game. And then Briar Dewey, 17 points per game. The 2 guards played. That's going to be crucial. The Ballard Bombers, 18-3 record. They defeated Carlisle in their Region 4 championship. Tyler, they only give up 36.2 points per game. The shot clock has allowed them to maybe give up a couple more points, but this is one of the best defensive teams. They're led by Aaliyah Thompson, 17 points per contest. They also have 15.8 assists per game, best in 4A. But Ballard will hold you low on points. You're going to have a tough time scoring against this team.
Yeah, and that's been one of the nice things, that they haven't really needed that true number 2 scorer, because Aaliyah Thompson, 17 points per game. If you're getting 6-7 points out of multiple other players, you're able to still win games.
When we come back, we'll dive deeper into today's game with our Seeds for Success presented by Kerber Seeds. We'll have starting lineups and much more. You're watching the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion. Because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. The Ballard Bombers taking on the Decorah Vikings in this Class 4A quarterfinal. Tyler, you got some Kruger seeds to the game and keys to the game that you want to share with us.
Yeah, our seeds of success, pretty straightforward for Ballard. Aaliyah Thompson is one of the better players in the state. She's headed to Truman State in the fall. She's a very good combo forward for you. Can attack and shoot the basketball, but also can step out and shoot from three, is a great rebounder and just a leader of this team. Taking care of the basketball is going to be key for them as they're number 5 in 3A in assists this year. Paige Noe has been a great point guard for them, facilitating and being kind of a secondary scorer at 7 points per game and also able to knock down some shots. On the other side, for Decorah, let your guards cook. You've arguably the best backcourt in all of 4A, maybe the entire state as a whole, with Whitsitt as well as Dewey, those two combining for nearly 40 points per game. And then if it ain't broke, you got the number 1 scoring offense in 4A. You're going against the number 1 scoring defense, but you got to trust your offense in this one. You got to play within yourselves and make sure that you are putting your best foot forward in games like this.
Today's Seeds for Success were brought to you by Kruger Seeds. The next time you're in need of corn or soybean seed, give your local Kruger Seeds dealer a call. Kruger Seeds, first-class seed, first-name service. Learn more at krugerseed.com. Bombers making their 17th trip here to Wells Fargo Arena. They have had a historic year, record-wise. They eclipsed 300 career wins as a program on 5-on-5 basketball. Obviously used to be 6-on-6, but 5-on-5 basketball. So 300 career wins for the team. Very impressive all across the board. Decorah hasn't been here since 2007, so they get to party a little bit and enjoy the state tournament experience for the first time in 15 years. We'll take a break and be back for our starting lineups. You're watching the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Good afternoon, basketball fans, and welcome to today's 2023 Girls State Basketball 4A quarterfinal matchup featuring the visiting team, the Decorah Vikings, and the home team, the Ballard Bombers. Fans, tradition is an important part of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's storied history. Because our past is an integral part of what we do today, we ask that everyone in attendance please join in a round of applause to show our appreciation to all the women who have participated in high school athletics in Iowa. Once an Iowa girl, always an Iowa girl. Thank you. At this time, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the Iowa Farm Bureau would like to recognize the outstanding sportsmanship shown by Decorah High School and Ballard High School. In recognition of the importance of good sportsmanship, each state qualifying school was asked to nominate a spectator who represents their school and community in a sportsmanlike manner. Abby Schmidt from West Bend Mallard High School, a member of the IGHSAU Student Athlete Advisory Committee, will present each nominee with a certificate of recognition and a $250 check payable to their school scholarship fund. Please join us in honoring these individuals whose decorum and respect for others serves as a model for all spectators attending interscholastic events. From Decorah High School, Jerry DeLong. And from Ballard High School, Oren and Norma Erickson. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. Fans, it's now time to introduce the players. Today's quarterfinal matchup. First of all, here are your non-starters for the Decorah Vikings. Number 15, Autumn Shaler. 21, Bryn Storhoff. 23, Addison Wemark. 31, Gabrielle Dixon. 33, Maya Redinius. 35, Brooklyn Fromm. And 55, Brooke Enfinson. Your assistant coaches, Bridget Storhoff, Brad Johansson, Dawn Watson, and Bill Garms. Now let's meet the non-starters for the Ballard Bombers. Number 0, Mayana Volk. Number 1, Madison Cochran. Number 4, Jada Landy. Number 10, Kylie Calvert. Number 11, Reagan Levy. Number 15, Casey Larson. Number 22, Megan Roeder. Number 25, Casey Rigby. And number 32, Kate Miller. Your assistant coaches, Nathan Smith, Mandy Kinzenbaugh, and Darren Harold. And now, here are your starters for today's quarterfinal matchup. For Decorah, at guard, a senior, number 11, Sammy Mount. For Ballard, at forward, a senior, number 2, Lily Beal. For the Vikings at guard, a junior, number 13, Yasmin Whitsitt. For the Bombers at forward, a junior number 20, Elise Van Pelt. For Decorah at guard, a senior number 25, Briar Dewey. For Ballard at center, a junior number 21, Aaliyah Thompson. For the Vikings guard, a senior number 41, Kylie O'Hara. For the Bombers at guard, a senior number 34, Paige Noe. And for Decorah at forward, a senior number 43, Haley Gossman. For Ballard at guard, a senior number 44, Lily Hillebrand. Head coach for the Vikings, Shannon Quandal. And for the Bombers, Kelly Anderson. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you our officials for today's 4A quarterfinal as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Brett Johnson, Blake Reinke, and Kurt Strouth. All right, who's ready to play state tournament basketball?
All righty, here we go. State basketball. Before we begin today's game, I'd like to once again thank Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the IGHSAU, for their support. The Iowa Farm Bureau has an office located in each county across Iowa, and we'd like to thank the offices listed on your screen for their support of the two teams playing in our game today. Thank you, Iowa Farm Bureau, for supporting the IGHSAU and the Iowa Girl. Number 4, Ballard. Number 5, Decorah. Winner is on to the Class 4A semifinals to take on the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs, who just defeated Glenwood. Ballard in white, Decorah in blue and red. We're off and running in the Class 4A quarterfinals.
And I think it's going to be a big test for Decorah. You know, when you've got Ballard on paper 18-3 this year, they play so many tough teams. We always think of the CIML, but can't overlook teams like DCG, Norwalk, Indianola here in the area as well.
Haley Gossman starts us off. 2-point basket gives the Vikings the 2-0 lead. Decorah's first time down here at the Wells Fargo since 2007. It's 15 years in the making for the Vikings. Ballard's been here 4 years straight, including a state championship a couple years ago over Glenwood. Three-pointer from the wing. That one rattles out. Rebound, grabbed, snagged by Ballard, but taken back away by Decorah on the turnover.
And we'll see what's going to win out today, the number 1 ranked offense or the number 1 ranked defense here in 4A action.
Long three-pointer splashes home. Briar Dewey, the all-time leading scorer for the Decorah Vikings, gives the first three of the ballgame for Decorah. They are going to take and make a lot of threes. They have the highest three-point percentage in Class 4A at 37% per contest. That one's out of bounds. It'll go back to Decorah.
And Dewey averaging like 2.5 threes per game. We're going to see her just light it up. 74 made on the year on a 42% clip. That's one of the best numbers you're going to see in the entire state, no matter what level.
And she's not even technically the leading scorer on the team. Yasmin Whitsitt is technically the leading scorer at 19 points per contest. Briar at 17 per contest. 5-0 lead for the Vikings here to start. Caught up in the corner, and we're going to have a pushing foul on Thompson, I believe. And it is. So Aaliyah Thompson will have her first foul. Decorah has only lost 2 games on all year. Their first loss of the year came in the first game of the year against Dyke New Hartford, who was the heavy favorite to win Class 2A. And then they lost a out-of-state game against Caledonia. So really this team has been well prepped, but a tough schedule nonetheless.
Yeah, and it is a very cool story for them. You know, you mentioned first time since 2007. There are players on this team that weren't even born when this team was in the state tournament the last time. But Yasmin Whitsitt and Briar Dewey admitted earlier this year that they were not the best teammates last season, came together this year, play with each other, through each other, and it has just been a great run for them to get all the way here and have the early lead thanks to good teamwork so far.
Haley Gossman once again at the free throw line, and the second one rattles out, was able to make the first one. It's a 6-0 lead for Decorah here over Ballard. Bombers trying to get something going. Ballard only gives up 36 points per contest, which leads Class 4A. Again, they're going to stop and get you to slow things down. That's all what Coach Anderson's done in his time as the Ballard's head coach. Thompson all the way, can't get the left-handed layup to go, and here comes Decorah.
Good drive, buried herself a little too far and wasn't able to get a good angle on that shot.
Vikings with a 6-0 start here against the Bombers. Ballard out of the Raccoon River Conference. Tough competition. North Polk, Carlisle, Gilbert, Carroll. Very tough teams in that part of the state and in that conference. Layup misses down low for the Vikings, and Ballard pushes back the other way. Three-pointer from the wing. That is going to bounce off back iron. Not going to go that time for Lily Hillebrand.
And these teams really polar opposites in terms of three-point shooting, as you've got one side that you've got two players that absolutely line up, very balanced on the other side, 4 different players with more than 20 makes this season.
Whoa, Yasmin Whitson knocks down the long three, and Decorah is feeling it. 9-0 start here in the Class 4A quarterfinals. And take and make the three, it's working so far.
Let your guards cook. Both of these guards have hit deep threes, and then Gossman kind of filling in the cracks, which is what she's done all season.
Hey fans, Central College has you covered with career building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. I'm sure there's a couple of Decorah fans that are from the Luther area that saw that, but good old college rivalries, gotta love it. Good old matchup here on the court.
Mentioned it before, Andy Pollock and I, both Wartburg grads. It felt weird reading a Central, but it's a great program that they've got over there, and it has just been a building school over the years.
9-0 start, Decorah over the Ballard Bombers. And like I said, the Bombers, prevalent people here at the state tournament. Always bring a great crowd, obviously not that far of a drive. It's their 17th state tournament appearance all time. They know what to do when they get here.
That was a great play by Haley Gosman, being able to tip that away, kept avoiding the body contact, went straight up, just a nice little quick hand over the top to tip it away from Thompson, who had a favorable matchup there.
Gosman, beautiful pass down low. You always like it when your big one down low, your tall one can at least make plays and grab assists. We saw that with Sahara Williams yesterday in Waterloo West.
If there's one thing that Coach Andy Howard used to be the head coach at Easton, was an assistant at Norwalk for a number of years, the players that know where to throw the post entry pass, other posts.
Aaliyah Thompson, Ballard's leading scorer, is on the board. She's pretty much been a main role player on this Bomber team since she was a freshman. Spot up jumper, that goes for number 25, Briar Dewey, the Truman State recruit, Truman State signee, I should say.
Yeah, I think Aaliyah Thompson's going to be a player that a school like Drake or UNI potentially might be able to get their hands on. A good 4A player and a lot of experience as part of this team.
Now their step back jumper that time won't go for Dewey, and Ballard is with the rebound. 11-2 start for Decorah. We've seen teams get ahead early at the state tournament, but a couple that have come back. Solon was one of them last night against Wahlert Catholic. Benton got up a lot and almost got caught up against. And then obviously Esterville Lincoln Central got up 14-2 over Vinton Shellsburg. Benton came back and won. We're going to get a held ball. It will be a possession arrow toward Ballard, and the Bombers will keep the ball with 3:34 to go here.
Yeah, it's been a very upset-heavy tournament with SFL Lincoln Central going down and being the first 8/1 seed we've seen. Both levels that we've seen so far at 5A and 3A, the 6 seed taking down the 3 seed. And Waterloo West, not necessarily an upset. Ankeny Centennial, the record-wise, being in the CIML a little bit lower. But Waterloo West, the defending state runner-up, it was a big defensive showing for them, including holding Sahara Williams just 11 points yesterday.
A couple IMT substitutions just in that quick break there. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. All substitutions here at the state tournament are brought to you by IMT Insurance. Bombers looking for something here. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul called late in the shot clock. Ballard probably would have preferred a no foul after that shot went in, but.
Yeah, Kylie Calvert, the one that put the shot up, number 10, is a great three-point shooter for this team off the bench, just under 39%, but 44 made threes, almost double anyone else on the roster.
Fresh shot clock, 35 seconds on the clock. First year that the shot clock makes an appearance here at the state tournament. That three-pointer's off back iron. Rebound is snagged away. Down low by number 35, Brooklyn Fromm. Fromm 5'10", a couple 5'10", 5'11" girls. Aaliyah Thompson leads all players in terms of height on the floor at 6'1", but Decorah, numbers-wise, had more height just to keep up with it.
Yeah, and sometimes when you don't have that true post player, this team doesn't have a lot of blocks on the game, but still strong, solid defense all year long.
Beautiful basket, Kylie O'Hara. Comes in only averaging 5 points per contest. She's on the board. 13-2 advantage for Decorah. The Vikings are out front early. Looking good in their first state appearance in 15 years. Thompson tried to hand it off, and that one gets knocked away. A lot of turnovers early for the Bombers. That's 3 counted.
And I know it's a big thing that they say that defense wins championships, but I don't think that Ballard has necessarily played an offense as versatile as this backcourt for Decorah, and they've been getting good contributions in the post as well.
Gonna have a foul on the floor. And you got to think, when you don't give up a lot of points, necessarily your offense doesn't have to be lights out. I mean, you can score 40 points a game, and that's fine. You'll still win ball games.
And that's what I was talking about during pregame, is who can step up and be that Robin to Leah Thompson's Batman. You've got a couple players like Paige Noe and Lily Hillebrand averaging 7 points per game, but you're going to need to take it up another notch here in the state tournament, especially against an offense like Decorah.
And I would say Ballard's having one of their better offensive years, but still get games when they won at Winterset back in the early month here of February. They only won 37-26, so you expect those type of scores. Another basket underneath. Haley Gossman came in averaging 9 points per contest. She continues to shine here as she has got 5. Long 3 for the Bombers. That will not go. Rebound goes long, picked up by Decorah. Here come the Vikings back again.
Quick trigger on that one from Calvert. Turn and shoot. Didn't have a great look at the rim.
Long 3 misses that time for Whitsitt. Now, you and I kind of talked about this before the game started. Obviously, there's 2 3-point lines here on this court. There's the normal black 3-point line, and then there's the NBA line. Well, nobody besides these girls play on this court. You usually see their offensive sets happen outside of that red line. That can be deceiving for some girls.
Yeah, you'll see. We've seen one player already attempt in this game. Willow Bleeker did it in the last contest that I was part of with Sioux Center, getting the upset in that one. But a great shot right there from Calvert, right in between those 2 lines. Nice quick turn fire, and this time had a good look at the rim.
Off the Decorah miss, Ballard with the chance to get ahead. There's a nice pass all the way down court and a beautiful basket by Reagan Levy.
And if you're Ballard, you want another stop right here, maybe get another basket before the end of the quarter. Try and make this a 2-possession game, because it only is an 8-point game, but it has felt like it should be a much bigger differential with how this game has been played so far for Decorah.
The Vikings are knocking down 3s. They're getting it down in the post. It's doing everything that you want out of a team looking for a big win here in the first round. Winner will take on Dallas Center Grimes. And that is no easy feat. There's a floater that will fall. Yasmin Whitsitt continues to shine. The lead is back to 10.
And Whitsitt just trying to break down the defense a little bit. Nice dribble and then a good handle, getting to that high post, looking for the shot she wants and burying it from the elbow.
Long 3-pointer by the Bombers. Rattles in. Lily Hillebrand gets it before the buzzer goes. 17-10, Decorah leads. We are headed to the second quarter. You're watching the the Girls State Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Fairway fans, welcome back. Central College has you covered with career-building programs and with tuition less than $20,000 a year and tons of scholarships available. It's the best decision ever. Apply today at central.edu. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here in the Class 4A quarterfinals. Decorah leads over Ballard 17-10. Shooting percentages were the big factor in that first quarter. 58% from the floor was Decorah. Ballard only 36. Decorah also never turned the ball over. Ballard turned it over 3 times.
Yeah, and that three-point percentage has been big so far early on for Decorah as well. We said this is a great three-point shooting team, the #1 shooting squad in 4A. But that big three at the end by Hillebrand and the one by Calvert really helping get Ballard back in this one, now down just 7 after they really were dominated. And the big thing, this 8-2 run they went on came completely with Aaliyah Thompson on the bench.
Ballard got the shot clock under 10 seconds. They go back the other way, don't take the easy 2. Instead, they fire a 3 from the wing, and it's off front iron. Rebound snagged back, though, and won't go.
I think it was kind of a smart decision, honestly, there to not take the shot. There were 2 defenders back, would have been contested. They got themselves an open 3. They just got to hit that shot.
I will say that was the best defensive possession we've seen from Ballard so far, getting the Vikings to be under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Largest lead of the game for the Vikings was 13. They led 15-2 at one point. Ballard has, like you said, crawled back into it with an 8-2 run. As we get going here in the second quarter, Vikings look to extend the lead here just a little bit.
And that's one of the nice things about, the state tournament especially, that unless you're down like 20 in the closing minutes of a game, you're never truly out of it with the ability to shoot.
Yasmin Whitsitt knocks down another long 3. She is 2 for 3 on the afternoon.
That one coming from legit NBA range behind that red line.
Just kind of rattled home. We get a blocking foul on Gossman, excuse me. And Haley's been pretty good in that first quarter. Couple big baskets underneath, showing her size. Ballard gets it in off the inbound, and Thompson fires a 3. That is off, and it's a rebound snagged back away by the Bombers. Ballard did pretty good on the glass. They led to that advantage 7-6 in the first quarter. That time the Vikings ripped that one away.
And that's one, would have liked Hillebrand to step in one more. Close to that black line, that long 3 rattles out.
Floater gets blocked. Whitsitt got blocked down low by Ballard. Here come the Bombers. Still a 10-point game. It feels like they've won the last couple minutes. Just can't quite get the buckets they're looking for as Thompson gets fouled.
Yeah, Thompson looking to a little more aggressive off the dribble now. That was how she got her first layup, but has been scoreless since. Has had a couple of three-point attempts, but hasn't been able to get one to fall.
Ballard just 4 of 15 from the floor, 26% free throw percentage, or field goal percentage. IMT substitutions. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. All substitutions at the state tournament. Brought to you by IMT Insurance. Three-pointer splashes home. Lily Hillebrand knocks down her second 3 of the ball game.
And there's a lot of confidence from Hillebrand popping up, able to turn, set her feet, get the shot off with a hand in her face, and hit it to get Ballard back within 7. This has been that mark that it's the closest it's been since the beginning of the game, and Ballard's got to find a way to string some more success together.
Boy, tough take to the basket. Would not go that time for Decorah, and Ballard's able to snag the rebound. Bombers trying to put together, keep easing into this run just a little bit more. Thompson all the way. Her floater will not go. Things just aren't falling for Ballard's leading scorer.
If they had held that just a little bit longer, if she had gone to a reverse layup on the other side, no one there defensively would have been able to use the backboard and make it an easier shot.
Whitsitt directs traffic at the top of the key. Closing in on 5 minutes to go. Whitsitt fires from way out. Cannot get that one to go.
A little bit of a forced shot there, and now Ballard an opportunity. Try and cut this back to 2 possessions.
Thompson give and go. Turns around and just can't get the friendly bounce. Shooting woes continue for Thompson. 20-13 lead for Decorah.
And I'm wondering if Thompson's feeling a little bit of the pressure to produce here early on. Taking a little bit of forced shots and hasn't really been able to get anything to go.
Boy, nice job on a save by Ballard, but they're going to be a travel. I don't think anyone expected that to get back in bounds, and it almost gave Decorah the advantage. Does not work in their favor. And And we will have a full timeout on the floor. We will take one with them. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here this afternoon. The Decorah Vikings lead over the Ballard Bombers 20-13. Ballard just 5 of 18 from the floor and 3-11 from 3. That's been the main talking point so far.
Yeah, when you're shooting 60% from downtown and you're able to handle the ball a little bit better, and that what I said before, you got to take care of the ball if you're a Ballard on the other side. This team is 5th in 3A in assists, but those turnovers in the first quarter, were pretty big in helping Decorah build that lead. Since then, kind of settled in a little bit, taking some better shots. And now if they can start getting a couple more of those three-pointers to fall, this team's going to be in business.
Well, now Decorah, who didn't turn the ball over at all in the first quarter, has turned it over twice in about 3.5 minutes so far in this quarter. Decorah brought out a little bit of a press there, trying to catch the Bombers off guard. There's a long three, won't go. Rebound is fought for and snagged back away by Decorah, and here come the Vikings. Tough physical play as Ballard tries to keep Whitsitt from getting across the timeline. Decorah's really used the post to an advantage, but if the post doesn't work, they go right back outside. Here's Whitsitt for 3, and it rattles out.
And another nice look for Whitsitt there. But, you know, with how hot she started, she is going to miss a couple every now and then. She is, in fact, human as far as we know.
Hillebrand's also been pretty solid for Ballard. 2 3-pointers for her. She's got 6. Aaliyah Thompson, their leading scorer, hasn't found the bottom of the basket a ton, and they're right on cue. Lily Hillebrand, 3rd 3-pointer of the day, and the lead is back to 4.
Another one from NBA range, the second one she's hit beyond that red line today. She's really showcasing that range, and when they haven't been able to effectively get it inside and finish down low, that's been a big source of offense for them, and it's the closest this game has been since the opening tip.
Ballard has tightened things up here on defense. A lot more waiting for a correct passing lane by Decorah.
Yeah, it's been a 14-5 run since, well, make it 14-8. Decorah able to answer with a 3 of their own. But Ballard's defense has really settled in. Just a couple of nice shots here and there for Decorah to extend this lead back up.
That was Briar Dewey. Both her and Whitsitt, the two-headed monster for the Vikings, both have 8. 3-pointer from the top. Just won't go for Ballard, but a rebound put back up and in underneath.
I have no idea how that ball ended up in the hands of Kylie Calvert, but she was in a perfect position to put it right back in uncontested.
Ballard trailed by 13, and now looking to get something rolling here. Nice cut down low, but a block by Thompson.
And that's where the height of Aaliyah Thompson really comes into play in the middle of that defense. And she has been able to contest and block a couple of shots today and affected the driving ability of this Decorah Vikings team.
She's got 2 inches on the tallest Decorah Viking. There's a foul on the floor. Honestly, not a bad foul. Stops Ballard from getting to the basket there. That is 4 fouls on Ballard, 4 on Decorah. So nothing too crazy to worry about for both teams so far. Been a pretty clean game for the most part. A couple IMT insurance substitutions.
And I think the most exciting thing about this game is both teams getting after it from 3-point range. And we've seen that 3-point percentage start to creep up a little bit for Ballard. And lucky part is they've been able to get a couple offensive rebounds as well. But Leah Thompson is still struggling to get those shots to fall down low.
She had a quick first step. Good awareness there by Aaliyah, but just can't quite find the bottom of the bucket. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Decorah leads by 5 over Ballard. Strong take to the basket. That will not go, but a rebound grab. Decorah was fighting for it on their own. And a good save by Ballard. Here come the Bombers back the other way.
And just another showcase of Aaliyah Thompson's height and defensive ability. Able to get a piece of that one on the first attempt and affect the others as well.
Breyer could not find the bottom of the basket after a couple tries. Thompson, unselfish basketball, passes off to the hot hand. Lily Hillebrand, she's got 4 3-pointers.
Hillebrand, 27% from downtown. One of the lowest, in fact, the lowest percentage in their starting lineup has been gone fire today.
That's state basketball, baby. Always happens.
And I won't say it's single-handedly. She's been set up by her teammates, but that shooting has been a huge reason that Ballard has the potential to tie or take the lead on this possession.
Here come the Bombers, trailed by 13. Thompson down low. We have got a tie game here at Wells Fargo. Timeout, Decorah.
Gotta love a post that runs the floor. Aaliyah Thompson finally able to get some room and tie this one up.
Decorah has not scored since 3:12 remaining in the second quarter. Beautiful pass down low, and Aaliyah Thompson gets a gimme basket underneath. We're tied at 23 here with 58 seconds to go. Ballard's defense is tightened up. Decorah just isn't getting the easy shots that they were in the first quarter.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even say they were getting easy shots. They were just hitting very tough contested threes, and we've seen their other offense fail to get anything done inside with Aaliyah Thompson in the game, as she has, 3 blocks in this quarter alone? Or at least has affected that many shots, and the shooting percentage has taken a nosedive, down to 38% overall, still at 57% from downtown. But overall, this team has really struggled inside to be able to score the basketball, and almost dead even now in terms of shooting percentage with Ballard.
Yeah, Decorah now just 37% shooting. Ballard has 36. Bombers have hit 5 3-pointers. Decorah has hit 4. Decorah's top 3-point shooting team in the class, so expect such things.
Well, I don't think we ever expect 57% in the first half of a state tournament game especially.
31 seconds to go. Take down low, off glass, won't go. Tough shot, can't get it to fall. Shot clock is dead. Ballard has a chance to take the lead. They have not had a lead yet today.
And honestly, that last play by Storhoff was beautiful basketball. Got Thompson in the air, but just put too much of a line drive on it. Would have needed some more touch off the glass. Go high off of that square, and that's a basket, and you have the lead going into the final possession.
17 seconds to go. Lily Hillebrand will hold here at the top. Hand over to the wing, down low to Thompson. Thompson got it ripped away. Good hands-up play. 4 seconds to go on the clock. Whitslett for long 3 and misses. Almost drops in for Yasmin Whitslett. And that will do it for the end of the first half. What a wild first half. And what a game we have on our hands. 23-23, we'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching the Girls Union State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Slade's the place for you!
The Iowa Farm Bureau is proud to present this amazing state tournament and celebrate the accomplishments of Iowa's student athletes. To the Iowa Farm Bureau, This is more than just a sport. It's hometown pride, it's hopes and dreams. It's our future leaders, it's a reason to do more and be more. And it's that farm-strong spirit that can only be found in Iowa. Congratulations to the student athletes and coaches on a successful year, and remember, today's successes are just the beginning of tomorrow's achievements.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament, Class 4A quarterfinal action. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you. Ballard 23, Decorah 23. Vikings led by 13 at one point. Ballard has come all the way back and tied it up. Quick thoughts on the first half.
I think the main thing is that we've seen defense really start to make an impact on this game. Decorah was hitting unreal shots in the first quarter, and they've started to cool off a little bit. Aaliyah Thompson hasn't been able to do much offensively, but has hit the boards, and she's been affecting shots defensively. And then Ballard has just taken advantage. Some great shooting from Lily Hildebrandt in that first half, and if she continues that up, Decorah's in for a rough second half unless they can find a way to shut her down.
Should be interesting to see how everything plays out in the second half. Now I'd like to take a moment to once again thank our title sponsor, Iowa Farm Bureau, for their support of the state basketball tournament. Hey, earlier this week, Aaron Kirtley of the IGHSAU had the opportunity to speak with Iowa Farm Bureau President Brent Johnson to learn more about Iowa Farm Bureau's support of the IGHSAU and student athletes across the state. We'll take you to that interview now.
Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament. I'm Aaron Kirtley with the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We hope you're enjoying all the competitive play that you're seeing here today. We're so thankful for those who support us and help us put on such great events, none of which are more important than our longtime partner, Iowa Farm Bureau, our proud title sponsor. Here with me today is Brent Johnson, president of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Thanks.
So we want to tell the viewers about the Iowa Farm Bureau and the support that you provide the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Why does the Iowa Farm Bureau invest in supporting the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union in all of our tournament games?
The Iowa Farm Bureau has been the title sponsor for the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union for 18 years. We're thrilled to once again be a part of the state girls basketball tournament. But to us, it's so much more than just a basketball tournament. The athletes competing here today are among the nation's best and brightest student athletes who have a great work ethic and understand what it means to work as a team. We share the same values. Through hard work, our farmers are among the nation's best, not only in corn, hog, egg, and ethanol production, but also lead the nation in conservation. That's a lot to celebrate. And our partnership with the Girls Union gives us the opportunity to honor both.
So your support for youth and education goes beyond the IGHSAU. What other support does Iowa Farm Bureau provide Iowa's youth?
Farm Bureau celebrates Iowa's youth in many different ways. Number one, Iowa Farm Bureau, we give our students across the state nearly $500,000 in scholarships every single year. And through our teacher supplement program, we've given teachers over $450,000 in supplies and money so that they can properly have their classrooms put together for their students. In conjunction with the Girls Union and the Boys Athletic Association, we're proud to sponsor the concussion insurance. You know, there's only 7 states that even offer that. And for the 4th year running, we provide that for those student athletes at no cost to their families so that they continue to compete at a high level. And most recently, we're really excited to announce that we've given the FFA Foundation $1 million so that they can support their local chapters and ag education across this entire state so that they know what the future of agriculture means to everyday Iowans.
The student athletes participating this year are taking home some pretty neat souvenirs from this tournament. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, one of our favorite programs is actually the Signature Ball program. And it's a great opportunity that every student competing here today gets to have one of those signature balls so that they can have their teammates, their coaches, and mentors sign this ball so that they can carry this memory forward for them long into the future.
Well, thanks again to our proud title sponsor, Farm Bureau, and for Brent for being with us today.
Yep.
In Iowa, we all play by the same rules. Hard work pays off, practice makes perfect, success is something you earn, and teamwork helps us all be winners. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics. Because on our team and on yours, what we bring to the table is what brings us all together. Learn more about our commitment to Iowa at iowapork.org.
When you choose Delta Dental of Iowa, you set a chain of good in motion because we invest in your community. So whether you get your plan at work or purchase it through us, you get more than great dental and vision insurance. You make a difference for others. Choose Delta Dental for your smile, for your health, and for your community.
All right, Frank, the store is yours. See you Monday.
What do you think he does in there? Think it's risky? I forgot my phone. And now you know what happens on Sundays.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Decorah and Ballard tied at 23 here at halftime. Fans' official state tournament merchandise is now available online. Time to get your smartphones out. Just scan the QR code on your screen now or visit IGHSAU.org to browse and customize your merchandise to match your style. I try to get a state tournament shirt every single time we do a state tournament. They are always comfortable, always great. Girls Union does a great job with their shirts and clothing. Let's take a look at your halftime stats here. It is a tale of two quarters, honestly. It looks close here, but Decorah shot 58% in the first quarter, and then they shot 14% in the second quarter. Things have pretty much evened out. Blocks is one thing, turnovers is another.
Yeah, Ballard, just one turnover in that second quarter was huge for them to take care of the ball offensively, and one of the reasons we saw them start to make that run. And Decorah's scoring dropped from 17 in the first quarter to 6 in the second quarter. And I think it's really just been this defense. They've been able to focus in a little bit, know that you can guard the three-point shot a little bit more, and if you get beat, you have one of the better shot blockers in 4A backing you up in Aaliyah Thompson.
I was curious, went back, Decorah in 2007 and Ballard both made it to the state semifinals in Class 3A, and they were one game away from beating or playing each other in the 2007 state championship. But Decorah fell short to Spirit Lake, and Ballard fell short to the eventual state champion Cedar Rapids Xavier Saints. Take a look at a couple other things. Obviously, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, despite Decorah shooting better. It's been Lily Hillebrand who has 4 three-pointers. She has been huge for the Bombers so far.
Yeah, and you see that 50%, you think it should be a huge differential. But the big thing is after that first quarter, it really started to take away the three-point shot. They weren't shooting as many and really only took 2 of 5 in the second quarter. Both those makes were their entire makes for the entire quarter, shooting 14% overall, 2 of 14. On the other side, you had Ballard knocking in 3 of 8 to boost their percentages a little bit and help them get back in. We saw both Hillebrand and Calvert hit a couple threes that really spurred that comeback, and Hillebrand got it started with that 3 to close out the first quarter to build some momentum.
We've had some great games here at the state tournament so far. We're in for another good one here to end it. 2 more quarters left. We'll be back. You're watching the Girls State Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Swing's the place for you.
living your best life means something different to everyone, especially when it comes to healthcare. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care. We are here for you with one team of experts providing access to the primary care and highly rated specialty care you need, easily and conveniently. So go ahead, live your best life. We're with you every step of the way. Mercy One, your best life, our one purpose.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Blake Walker with you here with Tyler French. 23-23 all. Decorah led by 13. Ballard has still technically not led yet, but you got to think that's changing here as the shooting percentages have evened up. And Kenilly Hillebrand knocked down a couple more threes. She's already got 4. This is going to be a good second half.
Yeah, if you are Decorah, you need to find a way to score inside. Yeah, you still have your three-point shots, and those are going to be there for the rest of the game. We got to find a way to diversify. Otherwise, they're going to continue to force you out further and further, and it's going to destroy your confidence to try and take it into the paint.
Second half underway. Decorah and Ballard. Winners on to the Class 4A semifinals to take on the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. That one knocked high in the air and picked off by Decorah, and the Vikings push back the other way.
Yeah, not a good pass on that one. Well short, and now it could turn into an offensive opportunity on the other side.
Top of the key, Yasmin Whitsitt, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, 8 points so far. She didn't expect the pass to come that way, and there's another turnover, back-to-back turnovers for both teams. Nice strong drive to the basket, and a foul be called on Whitsitt.
Yeah, I think Whitsitt just kept the body there a little too long and took contact, and we called for her second foul.
Ballard will throw in underneath, just getting going here in the third quarter. Good ball movement. Ballard trying to figure stuff out here on offense. A couple threes obviously knocked down, but in terms of post scoring, it just didn't work out. Aaliyah Thompson was cold for a little bit, eventually got a shot. How about the up and under move? Does not go. Strong fight of the basketball for Ballard.
And an interesting decision to start the second half as well as Levy getting the start at one of the guard spots for Ballard.
Long three, splashes home.
And we'll see if that's a way for Whitsitt to get going again. She's been hitting those ones from downtown, but they've been way downtown. All of her threes have come near that red line mark because the defense not guarding her out that far.
Thompson baseline. Once again, just can't get the lucky bounce. Ballard leads by 3 and will try to extend it. Here comes Whitsitt back the other way. Hands off to Dewey. Dewey fires the long 2 or the short 2 and can't get it to go, and there is a jump ball.
Each of the last 2 shots for their respective teams, Leah Thompson got to the rim, got everything you wanted from there. A good look. You got to finish those in the state tournament. There's just no excuse at this point in the game. And on the other side, just a jumper that was put a little too much on from the mid-range. A good drive and pull-up by Dewey on that last play.
Baseline and another foul. That's on Thompson. That might be her second, I believe. Just her second. Check in here.
And honestly, not the worst decision as she got beat off the dribble, was able to get the block on it, but I don't think Ballard is happy with that. They've seen no energy really from this team to start this second half.
Now, Coach Anderson will take a quick 30-second timeout. Kelly Anderson, 233 wins, 54 losses, a already Hall of Fame resume at Ballard. And then for the Decorah Vikings, Coach Shannon Quandall, 88-67 record. Obviously getting Decorah here at the state tournament, that's a big, big momentum booster. Decorah has always kind of sat around, been at the top a couple years, but this has been the big breakout year. First time here since 2007.
And a lot of experience for this team. The entire starting lineup outside of Whitsitt, all seniors, and a couple big seniors off the bench for them as well. Just one underclassman on the entire roster.
Baseline drive. That layup will not go. Another tough shot. And we're going to have a travel down low.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to see from this angle what exactly took place through the ref. But overall, another turnover stops Decorah from being able to extend this lead.
Well, Haley Gossman had a good start to the game. She had couple early baskets, was making her presence known down low, and has since cooled off. Three-pointer from the top. That is short. And a good save, not saved enough in time, as it is out of bounds.
And what a play on the drive by number 34 for Ballard, Paige Noe, as she was under the basket, saw no one up top, and the one-handed whip pass for an open three. That's just one that you got to have at least hit the rim.
That was Lily Beal who attempted the shot. She still doesn't have a point today. Back underneath, and a reach-in foul called on Paige Noe.
I wonder if it might be a little frustration foul there after the team unable to get anything to go to start out about 2.5 minutes into this quarter.
Paige Noe, relative of Peyton Noe, one of the top runners in the state of Iowa for Ballard in cross country. Broke all sorts of records this past season. Talented, very talented family over there at Ballard High School. Jump ball, it'll go back to the Bombers.
Good play defensively by Hillebrand, going straight up and getting both hands on the ball to force the jump ball.
Noe, baseline drive. She's pretty good at that, just hasn't taken the shots. Good handoff, though, and up and in off the glass. Beautiful job by Reagan Levy.
Yeah, a nice cut into the middle. And for a second, it looked like it was going to be a jumbled mess as Thompson was cutting in as well, but just dumped it off. Perfect for Levy to be able to lay it in and try and get this back to a one-point game.
Spot up jumper. Whitsitt will not go. Ballard with the rebound, trying to grab the first lead of the ball game. Beautiful pass to Thompson on the other side, and the Bombers have the lead.
I said it before, and I'll say it again. If you have a post that runs the floor well, seen it all season long at Northwest with Sadie Moss, it just changes the dynamic of the game. You get so many baskets. That's at least 4 to 8 points a game. That could be the difference in a contest.
Long three, can't get the lucky bounce. And another jump ball underneath. This time it will stay Decorah. Whitsitt now 3 of 8 from beyond the arc, but she's going to keep shooting. She averages 19 points per contest.
And the big thing now, too, because they had a post, Aaliyah Thompson run the floor, they have their first lead of the contest and are now in a much better position than we thought they'd be at the end of the first quarter.
Well, and still a relatively low-scoring game, so it's working in the favor of Ballard. It didn't look like we'd have a low-scoring game based on the first couple of minutes. Thompson with another block. That's 5 blocks overall for the Bombers. Thompson back the other way, hands it right back off to Reagan Levy, and Ballard extends the lead.
And this is how Ballard generates their offense. We saw them get into those half-court sets, and outside of Hillebrand burying those threes, they were struggling to score the basketball. Now they get out in transition, back-to-back layups, have them in front by 3.
Long three will not go for Haley Gossman. Decorah in a little bit of trouble here, a little bit of a cold spell. And the Bombers continue to bomb away. Thompson almost got it ripped away.
You could see it in Levy that she wanted that one.
That one knocked around. Good steal by Decorah. Here come the Vikings. Dewey loses it and has to hand it right back off to Whitsitt. Boy, she is so athletic, can move so quick. Just a junior, so we get to see her one more time next year. Long three, that will bounce off the rim. Decorah live by the 3, die by the 3. Can't seem to get anything to fall here, though. The lead is 3 for Ballard. Boy, good fake, good cut by Thompson. Can't get it to go off front iron. Rebound goes long, and that will be out of bounds. And back to Decorah.
And a really good play there away from the ball by Brooklyn Fromm, just a freshman. The basketball IQ to get a box out, keep Noe away from the basketball. And an interesting decision by Noe. On that drive, she pulled the defense with her. She had Levy wide open for a 3 over here. She's known where her teammates have been all game long. Very interesting she wasn't able to find her on that one for an open 3.
IMT Insurance substitution. All substitutions at the state tournament brought to you by IMT Insurance. Learn how you can be worry-free with IMT at imtins.com. 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Ballard leads by 3. Another turnover by the Vikings.
And that'll be number 3 now on Gossman, who after her hot start has been very quiet since then, mostly because of them being able to pack it in and take away the shots inside.
Decorah has not scored in 3 minutes. Vikings trying to get something rolling here, but great defense by the Bombers is keeping them on their toes.
After that big 17-point first quarter, this team has only 9 points in the last quarter and a half plus.
Noe baseline, back outside, three-pointer, Lily Beal.
Beal making up for that air ball she had in her last three-point attempt. Nothing but net on that one on the high arcing shot. And now Ballard has a 2-possession lead for the first time today.
Unreal effort by the Bombers. Decorah trying to find something here on offense. Whitsitt down low on the low post, backing down Thompson. That one blocked. 6 blocks today for Ballard. The Bombers race back the other way.
She's going to end up with a triple-double with the way that she's been defending in this game.
Beal thought about another three. Instead kicks to the corner. Three-pointer by Calvert. That falls!
Calvert, one of the quickest releases you'll see in this state tournament. Her second three of the game. Doesn't have the smoothest delivery, but it's so quick that there's nothing you can really do defensively.
The patience by Coach Anderson's team, unbelievable. Ballard on a huge run, 35-26, timeout Decorah. And really, it's the three-pointers are finally starting to fall, and the defense is just not letting Decorah breathe.
Yeah, the defense is packing it in. One shot is hitting everything. It's a reverse of what we saw in that first quarter for these two teams, as Decorah couldn't miss from downtown in the first one, going 2 of 3 and 7 of 12 from the field overall. But we've seen those three-point percentages start to climb and drop on their respective sides. As Ballard up to 39% from downtown, 41% from the field, and that shooting percentage overall for Decorah has taken a nosedive in the last quarter and a half.
They just cannot seem to hit from the three-point line. 6 turnovers for both teams. But the blocks, 6 blocks by Ballard already.
All from Aaliyah Thompson.
Yeah, she is having a remarkable day. And Decorah has an uphill battle here. They led by 13 at one point. Just 3 minutes into the game, they were up by 13.
And Aaliyah Thompson is the type of player you really love to have on your team. Obviously, she can score with the best of them at 17 per contest, a great number in high school basketball. But as we've seen today, only 6 points for her all in transition. She hasn't really been able to establish herself offensively. What's she done? Hit the boards. Block shots defensively. She has a couple of assists today as well. She has just been all over the court for this team, not letting her scoring drought affect her in the rest of the game.
Brooklyn Fromm made that last basket for Decorah, but then a foul on the other end. And I believe they're going to get that one on Brooklyn. So a bucket and then a foul, and it'll send Aaliyah Thompson to the line.
Only the second non-three-point basket for this team since the end of the first quarter.
Thompson knocks down the first free throw. She is a 3 of 11 from the floor. But her blocks have made up for that shooting woe.
How many rebounds is she up to now?
She currently has 6 rebounds. She knocks both down from the free throw.
She's got 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 blocks.
Get your triple-double watch counter up. 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Decorah just 5 points this quarter. 14 points for Ballard. Vikings at this point looking for any sort of basket, whether that's from beyond the three-point line, the charity stripe, or down in the low post. Drive to the basket and a foul on Ballard. We're going to get that one on Lily Beal.
I was surprised to see that get called against Beal, as it looked like it was Calvert reaching in from the top, trying to scrape away at that ball.
So it's a positive for Decorah. 1 second separates shot clock and game clock here. Dewey, 3. That was heavily contested, couldn't quite get it to go. The woes continue. Shot clock is dead for Ballard, trying to extend this thing even more.
The on-ball defense has been unreal here in the second half for Ballard, as they are just dominating here in this third quarter.
Lily Beal got all the way to the free throw line before she was picked up. Decorah gets back on top of it, 9 seconds to go. Hillebrand hands off to Thompson. Thompson, baseline, fouled and one!
It really feels like Ballard just gets stronger the longer this game has gone on, and now they've started to awaken the beast with Aaliyah Thompson starting to feel it offensively.
She's a veteran on this team, been a prevalent role player all her years on this roster.
Had 4 points in the first half. She's now up to 6, make it 7, and she hits that free throw. So if she's coming alive, Ballard is going to be in an even better situation.
Half-court shot does not go, and Decorah's got a lot of work to do. 40-28, Ballard leads over Decorah. We'll be back. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament, presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau and the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Across Iowa, you don't have to look far to find a bank that's got your back. From just around the corner to the next town over, hundreds of neighborhood banks are going the distance to ensure your future looks brighter than ever. By providing jobs, supporting local businesses, strengthening communities, and helping your dreams become reality. Here, the life you build is backed by Iowa banks. See how banks are making a difference near you at iowabankers.com.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Decorah and Ballard taking on 40-28 lead for Ballard. Fans of the Iowa Bankers Association is proud to sponsor the Parade of Champions and the Iowa Student Achievement Award every year here at the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Thank you to Iowa Bankers Association for their support to the Iowa Girl. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here this afternoon. One more quarter to go in the Class 4A quarterfinal match between Ballard and Decorah. The Bombers are bombing away from the three-point line. Aaliyah Thompson starting to figure out her offense. There's a nice up and under basket that won't go, but a free throw attempt on the way.
How much defensive attention does she draw? She's on the left side there. There are 3 defenders staring at her. Led to a wide open run to the rim for Levy, and now an opportunity to knock in a couple more free throws at the line.
For perspective, it was 23-23 at halftime. And Decorah, you could tell about midway through the second, Ballard had figured something out on defense.
If you think about it, too, it was 15-2 at one point in this game.
Both free throws fall, 42-28 between Decorah and Ballard. They get down on the low post, up against Thompson. Strong take to the basket. Nice job by Haley Gossman.
The first sign of life we've seen from Gossman offensively since that first quarter.
Yeah, she was big in that first quarter. Goes up against one of the top defensive players in the class, in Aaliyah Thompson, who, oh, by the way, has 6 blocks already today. She's on, quote, triple-double, double-double watch, however you call it. There's a turnover by Ballard, so Decorah's starting to string together something positive here.
Yeah, they need a little bit more. You know, maybe if you come down and hit 1-3, it can be enough to kind of spur you on for a run here in this fourth quarter. But it's going to be now or never. You got to get this started early, otherwise you're going to bury yourself in a hole you're not going to be able to get out of.
Didn't hit a single three, it felt like, in a long time. There's one from the corner. That rattles off. Rebound grabbed by Noe. They're 5 of 15 from the three-point line. Ballard is 7 of 18. Ballard at one point was shooting, 20-some%. They're now back up to 42% shooting. And Decorah, who was at 58% shooting at the end of the first quarter, is down to 30. Beautiful back-and-forth pass, and a layup is up and in for Ballard's Reagan Levy.
One player I really got to shout out for kind of a quiet game, but how strong they've been, has been Paige Noe. She's taken good care of the basketball, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. She has yet to take a shot, but has done a great job orchestrating this offense and getting the ball where it needed to go.
Foul on the floor. It'll go against Ballard. And they're going to get that one on number 34, Paige Noe. It's her third foul. Well, and like you said, creating opportunities for her teammates. She's done a great job getting to the basket, and then once she gets stuck down low, she draws all those defenders down. Three-pointer won't go, but the putback will. Heads-up play. Haley Gossman's got 4 in this quarter. Thompson back. Oh, beautiful passing by Ballard. Once again, a big shot by Reagan Levy. It's about wash, rinse, repeat right now for Ballard.
And that was just a textbook fast break run. Get it out to Aaliyah Thompson, your star player. She charts the drive and gets block number 7, but she draws in the defense, and as both of them come to her, she lays it off to Levy for a beautiful layup.
Like you said, that's 7 blocks for Thompson. She'll spin her way down low and go right back outside. And a timeout on the floor for Ballard, and I believe it'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here this afternoon. Ballard leads over Decorah. 46-32 is your score. Decorah looked like they were getting something going, and Ballard's defense and Aaliyah Thompson are just standing right in the way.
Yeah, it's just something we've seen throughout the tournament is that when these defenses really start to hone in on the defensive end of the ball, it creates offense going back the other way. And we've seen that even just the last couple of possessions for Ballard. They've been able to get out and run in transition, cause some havoc, and it led to a pair of layups, and then just a possession that the defense was able to get back on this last play.
Bombers were a little confused on offense, plus giving up a couple points. Coach Anderson says, "How dare you give up points?" As he calls a timeout, full timeout. Ballard's only given up 36 points per game. And I don't know about that first quarter. I was like, they'll probably score more. But, I mean, holding them at 32, keep your averages close. Ballard is playing Ballard basketball, and it's working to a T. Thompson can't get it to go. That one knocked around. It will be Decorah basketball.
And the big thing, too, we've been talking about the three-point shooting of this Viking squad all game long. They have been 0 for a lifetime since starting 4 for 8, now 1 of their last 9 from the three-point line. They have not been able to get Whitsitt and Dewey going here in the second half.
Well, you always hear people say, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. But it's just been one of those halves. I mean, a great first quarter, about the dream first quarter for Decorah, and it just has not gone their way. There is another block. I don't know if who they're officially going to give it to. It's going to be Decorah basketball. I don't know who the block's going to go to. But a very impressive play nonetheless as Ballard's defense continues to keep them going.
The defense for this team has just been absolutely fantastic. Thompson gets block number 8 officially.
Turnover by Decorah, and the Bombers will bring it back with under 5 to go. Winner of this game gets Dallas Center Grimes, the 1 seed. The Mustangs took care of business over Glenwood. Ballard and Dallas Center Grimes, familiar opponents. I believe they played earlier this season. I think Dallas Center Grimes got the victory.
Yep, that's one of the few losses this year for Ballard, coming in 18-3.
Another foul on the Bombers. That's 5 fouls apiece. Both teams have not sniffed the bonus yet today. But closing in a little bit, both teams also with 2 timeouts remaining as we close in on the end of this one. Decorah is going to need a run. Dewey, long 3, just can't find the bottom of the basket. Thompson with another rebound. He's got 8. Long pass down low. Hillebrand goes up Reagan Levy goes up and underneath to get the basket to go.
A nice pass down court, a little tall, but Levy able to go up, tip it to herself, and snag it. Finally, Whitsitt able to get one to go.
Breaks the lid off the basket, but look at Ballard. The touchdown pass all the way to the other side for Reagan Levy.
You've got to get back defensively, especially in a game like this. That was one of the things we saw earlier from Sioux Center. Their offense playing against Katie Rayerson, one of the best defensive players in the state. Their entire offense was, let's get back down court before she's able to get there and cause some havoc.
Dewey won't go. Rebound, gets fouled down low. And 2 shots will be coming for Decorah. I think Whitsitt, not that she hasn't had the green light, but now she's thinking, I got to start taking things into my own hands. She has the range to get these shots in and was able to at least knock down one, but they need just a little bit more. And to the line will go Haley Gossman. And her first one's off back iron. Gossman is 1 point away from a double-double. 9 points for her and 10 rebounds. Also 3 assists.
Yeah, Gossman's been a very nice addition to this team as a senior this year.
There's your double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds for Gossman. With 3.5 to go, the lead is 14. Aaliyah Thompson, not a three-point shooter, doesn't want to take it. Nope, I lied. She'll take a three, and it won't go.
I'm going to say, Thompson's 39% from downtown this year.
She didn't look confident there when she was holding. Drive to the basket. Thompson fouls. Would have been her ninth block.
And she's had 2 of the last 2 possessions that could have gone as blocks, but called for a foul on both of them. That's number 4 on Aaliyah Thompson.
So now the free throw line is helping out the Vikings. They'd only gone to the line twice before they've gone to the line here the last 2 possessions, as that first one won't fall for Sammy Mount. We have not called her name really at all today.
And it is really crazy to think that these 2 teams combined for 2 free throws in the entire first half.
It was a clean first half, all things considered. Does rattle home the second. She's got her first point of the day. Lead is down to 13. Slowly but surely going to try to chip away. And with the shot clock a thing, stepped out of bounds, so that'll be Decorah basketball. With the shot clock a thing, it makes things very interesting because Ballard, when the shot clock wasn't a thing, really succeeded, and everybody thought, well, what happens to Ballard now when the shot clock shows up? Nothing much has changed.
They're up 13 in a state tournament game. Yeah, not much has changed. This defense is still locked down. And, you know, you may add the shot clock to the thing, but Kelly Anderson is still the coach, and you still have Aaliyah Thompson in the middle.
Whitsitt knocks down another 3. She's got 5 threes. The lead is back down to 10. Here comes Decorah. Quick move, quick first step, goes all the way, and a foul down low. And going to the line will be Reagan Levy. 16 points off the bench, may we add.
Crowd not happy with that call, but it was basically the exact same call we've seen down the other way. They're calling it consistently here.
Ballard with 3 players in double figures as Levy knocks down the first free throw. Whitsitt pretty much close to her average at 10 or 19 points per contest. She's got 17. Briar Dewey, though, has been a little short today, just 8 points. Ballard gets the steal back. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it will be Ballard basketball. And once again, Decorah fans not a fan.
Yeah, that's unfortunately something you're always going to get with the state title. Everyone's going to be upset about something.
Tough physical basketball as expected. 2.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ballard 2.5 away from moving on to the state semifinals with the date against Dallas Center Grimes in a couple days. Beautiful crossover move by Beal. I like Ballard's approach. They're not going to try too hard here. Going to get this clock down. Strong take to the basket. Nope. Kick back outside. Three-pointer by Noe. No. Rebound, though, by the Bombers. And Anderson says, let's push and get this thing back out. Waste time.
Paige Noe, just her first shot attempt of the entire game. And even though it was a miss, an offensive rebound big, a fresh shot clock, and now it's going to put Decorah in the bonus moving forward. So Ballard's going to have free throws for the remainder of this contest.
Yeah, both teams now will be shooting at least one for a bit. And we got a full timeout on the floor, trying to ice a couple free throws. Decorah with the timeout will take one with him. You're watching the Girls State Basketball Tournament on the Girls Union Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7, rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Decorah trailing Ballard 51-40. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here this afternoon. About 2 minutes left. It's an uphill battle for Decorah, but overall, Ballard, just the adjustment after that first quarter really went a long way.
Yeah, there's just been some dominant performances in this game, and it's just been a case all day. We saw Sioux Center get a huge win in the first matchup today over West Marshall. DCG taking care of business in the 1-8 matchup, and Ballard, after that halfway point of the first quarter where they started to put some baskets in, and that first run came without Aaliyah Thompson on the floor, kind of built some confidence for him, and they have been unreal since. That shooting percentage was down near 15% when this game was getting started, now up to 44 for the game.
Lily Beal didn't get to shoot any of her free throws because Decorah called a timeout, so she sits and makes her first. And Aaliyah Thompson with 4 fouls will check into the ball game. Thompson, a heck of a ball game. 11 points, 8 rebounds, 8 blocks. 9 blocks. 9 or 8.
I think we're at 8 right now.
I think we're at 8. The 9 would have been the 9.
Yeah, she would have been at 10 if not for those 2 fouls.
Yes. Still very, very impressive nonetheless.
All she needs to do is block 2 shots to herself. There you go. There's your triple-double.
Push foul down low on Ballard, and that will send Decorah to the line for a 1-and-1. Decorah today 3 of 6 from the line, though, so I don't know if they're going to be too happy about going to the free throw charity stripe, but also just the shooting percentage is just wild. I mean, Decorah 58% in the first quarter, now 30%. They're 15 of 50 from the floor. Ballard was only like 15, 20%. They're now 44%, 19 of 43. So Ballard's shots kept falling, and the defense just continued to improve as Briar Dewey, she's got 10, so now 3 players in double figures for the Vikings.
And with the way that this Decorah Vikings team shoots the 3-point ball, this game is not over yet.
And with the shot clock, things get very interesting. I know everybody, it's probably been brought up already, but you saw a team like Iowa last week against Michigan State. If you get a couple lucky breaks and make your shots, you're still in it. Ballard will not use any time that they don't have to. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Decorah does eventually foul, so obviously they're going to have to try to hope for a couple misses here nonetheless.
Surprising to see them foul now with the shot clock down into under 10 seconds.
Well, and it might not have been a purposeful thing. It could have just been a slip-up. First free throw falls for Lily Beal. She's got 6. Second one on the way, and it goes. Next game after this, North Polk Comets take on the Clear Creek Amana Clippers. The Comets are very good. They are one of the teams that a lot of people believe can compete with Dallas Center Grimes for this Class 4A title. It's really wide open. 3A and 4A both very wide open in terms of the teams. As that rebound's knocked around, it will go back to Ballard.
And the North Polk has had to adjust over the last couple of years. The graduations of the final one of the Murphy sisters, because you had the Miranda and Megan, the twin sisters. Then you had Riley come through, and then Jaden Murphy.
Just one of those things you got to adjust with. We'll take a break. You're watching the Girls Union State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Girls Digital Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.
Obsessively, relentlessly at your service. To me, it means being there 24/7. Rain or shine, during storms, after storms.
Being a first responder to the community, to my customers.
Being there to get the customers back on and to see the smiles on their face.
To provide the kind of reliability that we can hold our heads high about.
And we want to keep our customers safe. Safety's first around here.
And that's rewarding.
Welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. Blake Walker, Tyler French with you here this afternoon. Ballard already putting up the W's. Well, you still got 1 minute and 2 seconds left, but they're closing in on a state semifinal appearance in Class 4A. Ballard, one of those teams that has just jumped around so much in the last couple of years. 2A, 3A, 4A, 3H, 4A. I mean, just can't seem to find a spot. But one thing's for sure, they win wherever they're at.
Yeah, they're going to be in the state tournament no matter what level they're playing at. Last year losing to SFL Lincoln Central, and the year before that, make it all the way to state championship game in this 4A level. There's a lot to like about this program, and their head coach, Kelly Anderson, has done some beautiful work with this roster again this year.
Bombers get it across the timeline, under a minute to go, and we got a foul. And that will send Paige Noe to the line. I think Noe wanted a foul just a little bit earlier there, just by her facial expression right here in front of us. But she will go to the charity stripe to shoot a 1-and-1. One foul away from a double bonus. And she knocks down her first clutch free throw shooting here by the Bombers. They are now 11 of 12 from the charity stripe. That is a big difference maker in a game like this. Also talk about North Polk, obviously out of the Raccoon River Conference. Very, very talented conference all across the board.
North Polk, the only team ahead of Ballard in the conference rankings this year.
And then to finish up Class 4A, it's a rematch of last year's state title game in Class 4A as 3-seeded Bishop Heelan takes on Libby Fandale and her 6-seeded Xavier Saints. There's a floater that drops in for the Vikings. Back to a 13-point game. I would assume we're going to see a little bit more fouling here. Thompson gets it across the timeline. And we got a foul. Foul on Dewey.
Crowd yelling behind us for a jump ball. At this point in the game, the jump ball is not going to do a whole lot for you.
Well, Leah Thompson will go to the line, and while she won't grab a triple-double, she will still have one of the best performances we've seen of the day and one of the better we've seen of the tournament so far on 2 days in. 11 points so far, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 8 blocks. Phenomenal basketball by the senior. She knocks down her free throw. 12 points for her. 12 points for her. Hillebrand had 12. She had 4 3-pointers in the first half, and then she cooled off, a.k.a. just didn't take another shot. She didn't really need to with how Ballard has played. Up and under move will not go. Tough layup. 2 seconds to go, and that will finish it. The Ballard Bombers are on to the Class 4A semifinals. They will take on Dallas Center Grimes for a chance at a state championship appearance for the third straight year in a row, I should say.
At 2 different levels.
Yeah, 2 different levels. Heck of a basketball game. Good effort by Decorah. A 58-44 score. Decorah's first time here since 2007. Gotta love the fight for both teams.
Yeah, this was a great day of basketball so far, and Ballard just flipping the switch going into the second quarter, and a very different basketball team. And I still go back to that buzzer beater by Lily Hillebrand. Seemed to really build some confidence in that group.
We will send it down here in a moment to our PA announcer as Ballard will advance themselves on to the next round, and Decorah will be awarded their trophy as a state tournament contender.
Please direct your attention to the court for the awards presentation. In addition to receiving medallions, each participating player will receive a commemorative basketball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU are Ron Fodness and Gary Ross. Congratulations to head coach Shannon Quandal and the Vikings from Decorah on an outstanding basketball season. And now, Lily Beal will advance her team to the next round on the official bracket at center court. Bomber fans, your team advances to the 4A semifinals and will play Dallas Center Grimes on Thursday at 5 o'clock.
The Bombers looking to go to their 3rd straight title game in a couple different classes. Well, they're well on their way. A 58-44 victory over Decorah. Heck of a ball game. Ballard advances. Great season for the Decorah Vikings. They finish at 21-3 overall. That will do it for us. On behalf of Tyler French, our producer Justin Warbler, and all of us here in Des Moines, I'm Blake Walker, and thank you for watching our live coverage of the 2023 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company.